Hey friends, I'm Amy, and today we're making stuffed peppers, but not just any stuffed peppers. We're making Southwest stuffed peppers with seasoned beef, rice, enchilada sauce, and this recipe is endlessly changeable, so you can make all sorts of combinations to get different flavors every time. And they're also way easier to put together than they look. So since these peppers are not going to stuff themselves, let's get cooking. We're starting with the rice because this is going to take the longest and we need our rice to be fully cooked when the rest of the filling is ready. I'm using a rice cooker, but you can use a pan on the stovetop if you like making your rice that way better. For this recipe, we need 2 cups of cooked rice. Now I'm making double so I can have some leftover rice for other stuff. And I'm also using chicken stock instead of regular water because I love the extra flavor the stock adds to the rice. While the rice is cooking, preheat the oven to 350 and put the rack in the middle position. Now for the pepper prep, and we need 6 to 7 large bell peppers for this. Now you can use whatever color peppers you want, but I'm using all different ones. Each color has a different flavor because each color is a different stage in the bell pepper's ripening process. Red peppers are the most ripe, and they have a sweet and almost fruity flavor. Yellow and orange peppers are in the middle, and they're mild and sweet, but they're not as sweet or fruity as the red. Green peppers are actually in the earliest stage of ripeness, and they taste more fresh and grassy, even almost earthy. The different peppers are going to make each stuffed pepper just a little different from one another, and that flavor variety is just wonderful. So cut the top off of each pepper and use a spoon to get the seeds and the veins out. Just be careful to not go through the pepper and make a hole in the outer wall since we don't want our filling to leak out. Although this filling is pretty thick, so if you do accidentally make a little break in the pepper, it may stay put just fine. Now, if you have a pepper that just doesn't want to stand up, take a little slice off the bottom without going the whole way through the pepper, just enough to kind of level it out a little. When all the peppers are cleaned out, rub a little oil on the outsides of the peppers. This is going to keep the skins from getting dry and rubbery, as well as helping them to roast in the oven instead of just steaming due to the high moisture content in the pepper. Next, spray a 9x13 baking dish with a little bit of oil spray and sit the peppers in the dish. Bake these in the oven for 20 minutes, which is not going to cook them completely. We're going to par cook these so they finish cooking after we have them stuffed. While the peppers are in the oven, let's head to the stove and make our filling. To start, add a tablespoon of oil to a large pan, and when the oil is hot, saute 1 cup of diced onions until they start to soften. I had some diced onion already in my fridge, but if you have to dice up an onion, it'll be 1 small to medium-sized onion. When that starts to soften, add in 1 pound of ground beef and cook these both until the beef is completely cooked through. You're also going to want to add 3 cloves worth of minced garlic, which I dumped in and cooked after I stopped recording. So don't forget about the garlic because this would definitely be missing something without the garlic. While the beef is cooking, add 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of onion powder. You could also add some spicy right here if you want. I'm adding some ground chipotle pepper, but you could also add some cayenne, some ground chili de arbol, even chop up a couple of chilies from a can of chilies and adobo sauce. Add some salt and pepper to taste, stir everything up well so the seasonings are evenly distributed throughout the meat. Pour in a small can of corn, drained, and this can be a regular or a Southwest style corn. Add a can of drained and rinsed black beans, and 1 14-ounce can of enchilada sauce, and I'm using the red sauce this time. You can also use homemade enchilada sauce if you have some. Add in about 2/3 to 3/4 of an 8-ounce bag of Mexican or Southwest shredded cheese blend, and stir all of this up so everything is evenly distributed. Now let this simmer for just a couple of minutes until the cheese is fully melted and the corn and beans are nice and hot. Last, add in 2 cups of that cooked rice, and stir that in as well until you have this beautiful filling that I could just eat with a spoon. And this makes a lot of filling, so you probably could eat some with a spoon and still be good. The peppers should be out of the oven by this point. Spoon the filling into the peppers until it's even with the top. You don't want to heap this over the edge because it's going to spill out in the oven, and we do not want to lose any of that filling because it's delicious. Now, I'm sure you can see over there that I have way more filling than peppers. But let me tell you, this filling makes the best tacos and burritos, so none of that is going to go to waste for sure. So not only do we have stuffed peppers, but the leftover filling is going to give us tacos, burritos, rice bowls for like the next 2 days if it lasts that long. When all the peppers are filled, use the remainder of the shredded cheese in the bag and cover the top of each pepper with the cheese, like a little cheese hat. Put the peppers back in the oven and bake them for another 20 minutes until the cheese on top is all melty and lovely. And that's it. Dinner is ready. Serve these fresh out of the oven so they're nice and hot, and enjoy. These things taste just like beef enchiladas without the tortillas, and also sort of like fajitas, or maybe a combination of the two. Either way though, they're delicious, and they're not the same plain old boring beef and tomato stuffed peppers I was just not ever really a fan of. Now you can top these with some sour cream, guacamole, even just smashed avocado with some lime juice, or just eat them as is. And I'm gonna make so many variations of these. You can change out the meat, maybe use some shredded chicken or ground turkey if you don't want the beef, even upping the beans and getting rid of the meat completely for a meatless meal option. Green enchilada sauce instead of the red, or even making a white enchilada sauce would be amazing. You can add green chilies, some diced jalapenos, try out different types of herbs or seasoning like some fresh cilantro, some lime zest, or even a little lime juice in the filling, some carne asada, fajita seasoning, and the heat. You can make these as mild or as hot as you like. These did have a little heat from the chipotle, but you could add some pretty zinging heat if you want to. But even just as these are right here, these are delicious, and this meal right here has made me love stuffed peppers. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, maybe leave me a comment, share this around with friends or family. It helps out my channel, and I am loving making these delicious meals and treats with you every week. Stay tuned on Wednesdays too, because we're making dining out and takeout, even fast foods at home, and those are turning out even better than what you can get at a restaurant. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you back here next Sunday for another cozy, comforting, home-cooked meal. Bye!